Welcome to Hot Women Wanted.
We're three childhood best friends who have been through it all and talk about it all.
Everything from hot flashes to hot takes to hot topics. So come join us.
Hi, Hotties. Welcome to Hot Women Wanted, episode 19.
Wow.
I'm joined by my fellow hotties, Meredith Rush-Young and Julie Strauss-Greeley.
Hi, hotties.
Hi, guys.
Episode 19.
Wow, here we are.
Episode 19.
I can't believe we're almost into the 20s. Look at us.
I know.
Look at us go. We're like the little engine that could.
It's true.
I think I can.
Everyone feeling good?
I'm feeling good. Yeah.
Feeling good.
Hanging in there. What could you say?
I do have something to share, but I'm going to wait to the end of the episode, so stay tuned for my hot take, which will be an update on something that I shared last week. It's going quite so well.
It's not going quite as well this week. It's turned into a hot take. It's a hot moment.
Flipping your position on something?
What?
Will you be flipping your position on something?
I am flipping my position on something at the end, so stay tuned.
Who knows? Next week, Mary, we may have to put subtitles under you talking.
And I don't know. And I didn't sleep well last night, but I'm not sure if it was Adolescence or White Lotus episode 6. But I was tossing and turning.
Again, I'm going to say it's the television you're watching at the time that you are watching it, because it is for sure not menopause, not perimenopause. Miss Egg Producer every 28 days.
No, that's not true. I'm not going to keep on going to this every week, but I am in perimenopause.
Okay. Keep telling yourself that.
I'm staying in the pod.
Want to be in the club. And then there were two.
I am a hottie.
Exactly.
And then there was one hottie.
Just enjoy your youth. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, honestly. Talk about a club I would not be clamoring to get into.
I mean, enjoy every minute of it.
Despite what Dr. Mary Claire says, this is not where you want to be right now. This is not the club. Trust me. Mary's right. Enjoy your youth. Enjoy your fountain of youth.
And by the way, all three of us, not one person has gotten that vest yet.
No, I'm not getting it. I said from the jump I'm not getting it.
You know, I got to tell you, it gets so hot here. Every time I go out on the trail, I'm like, I will die. I'll fall over and die with that vest on in the heat here.
Dr. Mary Claire lives in Texas. She's
Well, I don't know. She's good for her.
No,
but
I think she's doing that walking pad. All these people are doing the walking pad now with the vest on. It's become a double whammy. It's really a killer.
A walking pad goes on your feet?
A walking pad is not quite a treadmill. It's like a little pad that you put like next to your desk or wherever you're working from home or whatever, and you just are able to get your steps in. No thanks. I have a dog. That's how I get my steps in. Can you imagine me putting that vest on while I walk the dog in Park Slope? I mean, come on.
I think Park Slope people are wearing that.
I don't. I haven't seen one.
Really? I see him around Austin.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh. I definitely think that's a place you would see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do see it.
Right.
I do.
Well,
I see it on the trail.
Well, I'm not getting it. So I'm raising my hand here to say I will not be purchasing the weighted vest for research. That's where I draw the line. I'm lifting enough weight. My little 10 pounders. I'm like, when the Peloton strength class is like, get your heavy weights out, I'm like, where are my 10 pounders? Todd's like, no, the woman said heavyweight. I'm like, I heard her. I'm like, this is that.
Are heavy for me.
This is that. He's like, and you wonder why you're not seeing any change. I'm like, what can I tell you?
Listen, we're doing
the best we can.
Doing the best we can. Doing the best we can. It's all we can do.
I know. Exactly. I will tell you that I think the protein has made me gain weight because I'm eating so much more food to try to keep up with the protein.
Oh my God. Remember a couple weeks ago, Mary, you're going to love this. Remember a couple weeks ago when I was like singing the praises of like the clear protein drinks? So it's like clear powder that all you have to do is add to water. It's clear, totally clear. Like it just flavors your water. I'm like, that's so easy to do. I'm doing this. It's 20 grams of protein per cup of water. I'm like, no brainer. Meanwhile, I start using it like some regularity and I'm noticing severe digestive issues. severe. And I feel like I just got this like down. I just figured out my whole stomach protocol. Went to all the doctors. So I'm like, I start Googling. I'm like, does clear protein, like, you know how like when you type something into Google, like before you can even finish it, it's like 10,000. I swear to God, I typed like, does clear protein cause diarrhea, cause stomach issues, cause digestive issues? I was like, uh-oh. It's like every single website is like, if you're even remotely lactose intolerant or you have digestive issues, clear protein is a killer. I'm like, unbeknownst to me, I've created a belly bomb. I'm like, can't leave my house. I'm like, it's like, what are you supposed to do? If you're doing the protein, I'm killing myself here. Killing myself.
I cannot, gaining weight by the second. I'm trying to get all that protein in.
Honestly, it's a killer. I forgot to tell you guys that. I had to update you on that. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick minute because today is a very special day for me. It's actually my mom's birthday. My mom's sadly no longer with us, but she would have been 85 today. Wow. So March 24th, she was a crazy, kooky in all the best ways, Aries, and today is her birthday. So special day for us. We're always sending her a little bit of extra love today. And I do always wear stripes. I gravitate towards stripes, but I'll tell you somebody who always wears stripes is my mother. So it's so funny. I picked this out today, just randomly. I'm like, ooh, Carol. So happy birthday.
I'm going to dedicate my hot flashback to Carol today.
Wow.
Carol was hilarious. For anybody who knew her, she was, if you think Julie Strauss-Greeley is funny, her mom was a riot. And we just had some hilarious times with her. But I'm going to tell you my favorite, the standout story for me is that, and I'm sure, like over the years as we do our podcast.
Now, Mary, when we get acquired by Dear Media.
When Netflix takes us over. But I'm sure you'll hear us talking, as we do these flashbacks about Julie Strauss-Greeley and I took a trip to Israel when we were 18 or 19. I don't know what we were.
Yeah, 18.
And so the reason we went was because Carol was like, oh my God, I'm not going to use the person's name, but somebody who lived in our town who's a year older than us went on this fabulous trip to Israel. It was a archaeological dig, and she was like, Julie, you got to go. And Julie was like, come on, we're going. So I was like, okay. So we go, and Julie and I we show up at the dig site, and we're like,
well, no, the first half was at Hebrew University, which we loved. We're like,
we're
like,
oh
my God.
We're like finding like Israeli men. We're loving it. And like the Israeli men are very hot. We were enjoying ourselves. It was fabulous. And then we get to Tel Dor, which when I even went to Israel, I'm like, where is Tel Dor? They're like, Tel Dor. They're like, is that archaeological?
Nobody knows where it is. It's a work camp. That's why. It's a well-kept secret.
So we get there, and it's super dirty. The conditions are not good. The place we were sleeping, Julie, like I was wrapped up in my baby blanket. Like I wouldn't touch the sheets. It was disgusting. And Julie and I turned to Julie. I'm like, we got to call your mom. Like, we got to call your mom. And this is the time of payphones. So we literally,
How did we even call from Israel to the United States? I have no idea.
We must have called collect.
We must have.
March over to the payphone. I remember standing there, and Julie's like, "Mom," and I'm in the back. I'm like, "Tell her she's got to come get us. Like, tell her to get us on the next flight." And Julie's like, "Mom, you've got to get us out of here." And your mom is like, "You are not leaving there, Julie's house. Get back to your dig. You two are going."
She's like, if it's good enough for you know who, this is good enough for you girls. It's gonna be fine. She's like, I'm hanging up this phone. Get back to the dig. I'm like, get back to the dig. I'm like, Mom, you have no idea where you've sent us. None.
You're so dirty.
Waking us up at 4 a.m. in the pitch black. I'm like, what have I been exiled to? Like, I'm the good kid. Like, what? I'm like, where am I? It was a shock. So funny.
Anyway, she was so funny.
Yeah, that was her. Yeah. She was like, get off that phone. What are you calling me collect for? I'm like, you need to send an airplane. We need to go home. My mom's like, what? I think my mother was like, do you know your cousins in Israel serve in the army? You can do this for a few weeks. I'm like, okay. Anyway, so funny.
Anyway, yes, she was hilarious.
All right. Am I up with my product? Or are we doing...
Yes.
Yes.
Let's hear hot trend.
Yeah, let's go into your product.
I'm so eager. It's a new one for me.
Oh, I'm excited.
I don't even think I've told either one of you about it.
Wow.
I'm going to preface by saying I was Instagram influenced.
Oh.
Which does seem to be how I'm making some of my purchases these days. And I will say, I'm for the most part happy with the purchases I'm making. So something in the algorithm is working. And part of it stemmed from doing this podcast, which I love more than life itself. But boy, oh boy, having a look at myself on video was not on my bingo card for 56. Because I can't get over the width, the roundness of my face. It has no definition. So anyway, I'm on Instagram, probably scrolling, some doom scrolling at whatever time. And there's this woman that I follow for style and like beauty stuff. And she's singing the praises of this product the brand is Makeup by Mario. Never heard of it. And what it is, it's called, hold on, oh my God, if I could even see this. Okay, it's called Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. Remember years ago when our kids were starting to do contour and they would like figure out how to like, and I would watch my daughters and be like, what are you doing? How are you doing that? It's like magic. Never learned it.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a two-sided tool. So on one side is like a bronzer, almost like a little bit of a contour stick, and you put it like wherever you want, you know, like
where do you put it?
So like I'm trying to put it under my cheekbones. My face is so round. You guys have more angular faces, but like for me, I would put it like right here, like right under my cheekbone. Okay. And then on the other side, look at this.
What's that?
It's a blending brush built into the tube. And it's like a stiff brush, so you right away can like put it in. So I put it with the contour places. I've been using it. I have no idea if it has added any more shape to my face. I am loving this product. The color is great. The color, by the way, for everybody that I used is called light medium. There are some shades to choose from. So I am blonde and I have light eyes, but I do get tan. So I'm using light medium. Could not love this product more. Huh?
You're not tan now.
No, but if I use a bronzer or stuff, but I'm just saying like that was what I matched with my tone.
Hey,
so, like,
Joel,
I'm not like
what's
I'm not fair blonde.
What's the difference between that and the Ilia stick?
The Ilia stick is not contour.
It's not contour. That's a complexion stick,
it's
which
like
I love.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. You can't use it for the same thing.
Like I only use that at night, the Ilia stick. Like if I'm going out, I don't use that every day.
Every day.
No, I don't use that every day.
Right here.
I don't even this is more like a nighttime thing too, but I love it. I can't say enough about it. So Makeup by Mario, Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. Love it.
Love it. That's awesome.
Love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, everybody. And very reasonably priced. Very.
Oh, I love that too. Double.
Yeah, that's great. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you get it on Amazon?
No, I think I must have Googled it and whatever came up, it came up. But it came to my house in like 2 seconds. But it wasn't Amazon, I don't think.
Love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to.
I'm going to move on to hot off the press. And
take it now. We're starting with your favorite topic.
My favorite topic was
Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
Where I was called bitter. But I will take it again for the team. Take one for the team. Blake Lively. So both Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have asked the judge to dismiss Justin Baldoni's countersuits against them. Both of them. First, Ryan did it, and he asked not to have his name used in the lawsuit, and then Blake did it, and Blake was like, dismiss the whole thing. I haven't read anything since then, but that was the latest news.
If I never hear these three names again, it'll be too soon. I mean,
I'm kind of over the whole thing, to be honest, but the saga.
Everybody is. I think they've lost their mojo about it. I think everybody's like fatigued.
I think they've got such bad press over it too, and it's not until 2026. So I think they're trying to
Yeah.
What isn't? There's going to be a trial.
It was.
If there is, I hope they.
I bet you it does go to trial. I bet you it does because neither side seems to be wavering. So
yeah. Next in line this is more interesting to me.
Very interesting.
We were all waiting for this to happen. We all knew it would happen at some point. But Teresa Giudice and Louis Ruelas, is that how?
Who knows? Louis.
Louis. They have been hit with a $2.5 million tax lien.
You knew this was going to happen.
No shocker there.
Not a shocker.
I know.
We all called it anybody with eyes called it. This guy is bad news.
Yeah.
He overextended her. And I mean, really? You went to jail for this kind of bullshit.
I
Like,
know.
you're going to do this
I know.
again?
So
I
crazy.
know.
I mean,
She's
it's so
crazy
crazy to have
bad.
been through this already and then to make the same mistake again. It's
I
like
know.
fool me once,
Shocking.
shame on you, fool me
Shocking.
twice. Shame on
And I
you.
got to tell you something else. I also heard or read Jennifer Aiden, her little cohort, her house is in foreclosure.
Really? Because her husband's actually he's a plastic surgeon.
Allegedly. He's a plastic surgeon, allegedly, but that's also been in the blogs. So it's like, what are you doing, people? And you're right, he does. He is a plastic surgeon. He's a doctor. He has a career. He's got a job. He's making some kind of money.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, what are you doing? And
If you're living beyond your means, you're living beyond your means.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And guess
That's
what?
true. That's
And
true.
the show hasn't been renewed. They've gone a whole year. They haven't gotten salaries by Real Housewives of New Jersey.
That's
you know,
true.
Teresa was earning a big salary.
She
She's
was.
definitely making a
was.
huge salary. So they're
So,
Okay. And then the last one I'll cover is Tamra. She's back to filming. Tamra's back.
of
back to
course.
filming.
Speaking of that paycheck, it's like,
What a she's so phony though. And you know what the most awkward thing was? I saw this clip on I don't know if it was TikTok or it was Instagram, but there she's sitting with Teddy, and Teddy is saying like, "Oh, Tamra, what did you do?" And you went ahead and why'd you do that? Like, obviously this whole thing was set up, and Tamra's like, I'm just so depressed, Teddy. I'm just so down in the dumps. I'm like, really? You're having Teddy console you? I'm like, this is so pathetic. I can't even believe this is the route she's going. So like having Teddy go, no, it's okay. Tamra, it's gonna be all right.
Teddy, who's like now fighting for her life.
I mean,
Yeah.
terrible.
I know,
Terrible.
terrible.
She's
I
Terrible.
just think, I honestly, I don't know what. I don't know if she's like so threatened by Gretchen coming back that she feels like she needs sympathy from the public and to like get people viewing. I don't know.
I think you know how it is. It's like she had the season where she was the attacker. So usually that
Yeah.
person, the next season is like gets attacked.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is so predictable. Although I will say, also in the blogs, allegedly Lisa Barlow still holding out, still has not filmed.
That's really dumb.
So a whole other week has gone by and she hasn't filmed. This is like,
That's
and I'm
dumb.
going to tell you something.
That's
Guess
just
what?
dumb.
Can I tell you something else? Meredith is doomed. If Lisa doesn't come back, there's no need for Meredith on this show. None.
Yeah.
Meredith will be befriending everybody because
She will.
Everyone
She will.
wants this paycheck. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
You know who's
Listen,
thrilled
it's
about
hard-
this? You know who must be thrilled?
Who?
What's her face? Who's
Angie?
The newbie?
Who?
Who's
Angie
the,
K?
No, who's the newbie with the Todd?
Brittany? Oh, what's her name?
Bronwyn.
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 She gets elevated right up.
I don't think she needed to be elevated anymore. She was covering the Vanity Fair Oscar party. Like, she went straight to the front of the line. She's like sitting next to Anna Wintour at the Paris fashion shows and covered the Oscar party. It's like, I actually think that's why Lisa's doing this. I think she's like forcing Bravo to kind of be like, I'm the favorite. Like, I'm the number one. I'm the
They're not
Teresa
gonna do it.
Giudice.
They don't like that. Bravo doesn't like when you do that. You know what I mean? When
Yeah,
you start
I
talking
can't-
like that, they're like, okay, see ya.
Right. Maybe
Who's dinging?
Who's
It's me,
dinging?
I'm sorry, it's me. I don't know. I keep on silencing my messages, and it
You're
keeps
not. I don't know how to break it to you. You haven't clearly silenced your messages.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless it's a favorite. If it's a favorite, they might break through.
Cola, do you want to take the hot seat?
Well, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to speak to it.
You're going to speak to it.
I'm
You're
going to
gonna
speak to it. So,
Okay.
in the hot seat, we apparently, when we were discussing the White Lotus last week, used a terminology that Mike White used in the White Lotus, referring to the men who dress up like women in Thailand as ladyboys. So we were using that terminology in our chat last week in our discussions about White Lotus. Afterwards, we were learning about that terminology is really derogatory, and so we were using it just as language of White Lotus, but now we are learning that is really a derogatory term for somebody of that nature in Thailand. So we will try not to use that terminology unless we are absolutely referencing a character or a scene that they use, but we'll be not using that in our language. So we apologize if we offended anybody for last week's discussion for White Lotus. Moving on.
Correct.
Hot seat.
Do you
And
want to-
Julie, did you want to put somebody else in the hot seat?
Me?
Oh, no.
I put myself in the hot seat?
Definitely don't want to do that. Okay.
Wait,
Well, I did have somebody else, but everyone said they were sick of discussing her.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, no, let's move on.
But now that we mentioned White Lotus, let's keep with White
Yeah.
Lotus.
Yeah.
Last night.
Let's do it. Wait, do you want to, before we go into White Lotus, do you want to just like mention our two new shows?
Oh yes, before we do that, we are watching two hot new shows.
Hot
One is
recos. Hot
Adolescents.
recommends.
Two recommends. We love Adolescents, and Julie is loving The Pitt.
I'm very much liking The Pitt. I wouldn't say love. Love's a little
I
strong.
kind of was a little bored in episode 1 of The Pit, but I'm going to give it a try for episode 2.
You do have to keep watching it. Like I watched I think I must have done it on a weekend day. I watched a bunch in a row. It wasn't just
another
one.
By the way, I wasn't Noah Wiley. I
Yeah.
didn't realize. I was like, he looks familiar, but not until afterwards did I realize that was Noah Wiley.
Yeah, it's Noah Wiley. Well, that's what I like about it. It reminds me of ER. It's like all these different characters. There's backstories. There's front stories.
Yeah.
You get info about their personal lives. You know me. I love a medical drama. You know me. I think I'm a doctor in real life. So I'm like CVC stat. You know, like, I'm like, we need a 10 panel. You know, like.
Julie raved about it so much. I was dying to love it.
I really, really like it.
I was dying to love it.
A little slow.
I really, really like it. And if you stick with it, there are two things that are happening. One more than the other. That's quite shocking.
All right. Well, I'll watch it. I don't love it.
I will
There's
watch
a million
it.
episodes.
But it's also not me. And the only, in all honesty, like the thing that prompted me to even know about it and go watch it was like it's getting written up everywhere. Like all the people are talking about it. It's like a popular show. It's on the Prestige TV podcast that I listen to. So like I was like, oh, okay, I'll check it out. And I like Noah Wiley. But yeah, I think it's really good. Love, no, that's a little strong. But I do really like it. I do.
I'm just trying to figure out what you love about it. I mean, I like it, but this feels very familiar to me. It's kind of like Grey's Anatomy minus like McDreamy.
Me too.
I think it's more like ER than Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy is soapier, and this is definitely not soapy.
But even
But Grey's Anatomy was more like romance and soapier, a little steamier. This is more like ER to me.
Yeah, but it feels familiar. I can't explain it. It feels.
It
familiar.
does. I mean, it's a hospital procedural. Like, yeah.
Where I feel like I've seen it. That's what I guess. I feel like I've seen this.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that sentence. I just think they're doing it really well. Like, it's really good acting, really good storylines. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep.
Okay, let's talk for a second, and let's not spend too much time. Adolescence
Adolescence is
oh my
4
god,
episodes of the most unbelievable television, riveting, heartbreaking.
What to watch. It's 4 1-hour episodes.
Intense.
Each episode covers a different moment connected to the central event, or
Single
not
camera.
It's a single camera, single shot, which to me
it's not a single camera actually. They used drones. They were using drones and a camera, and then they passed the camera.
Continuous camera shot.
It's a continuous shot. There's no breaking, there's no cutting, there's no nothing, which is like unbelievable for the actors. It's unreal.
It's so riveting. It's unbelievable.
It's heartbreaking. It's actually heartbreaking, and it's an unbelievable. It's an unbelievable commentary also like on a lot of things about like really where we are, and also kids and young people on social media and the power of social media in such negative ways, and also like the struggle of parenting. Like you think you're like there, and you think you're really available, and you think you're asking all the right questions, and you think your child is in their room, so they're safe because they're in their room, in their bed, at their desk, and meanwhile they're engaging in this
phones, on their
discourse.
computers.
They're on their phones, they're on social media, they're playing video games in some cases that are violent, and it's like,
or Snapchat disappears, you don't see it, but they're
I mean, everybody has said it. Every psychologist, every young person's educator has said social media is like the worst thing to ever happen, and it's like.
By the way, I mean, not to get back to the acting, but it's some of the best acting I've ever seen.
I can't get over this kid. I don't even know his name. He's so spectacular.
Spectacular.
You almost don't feel like you think you're watching a documentary. I mean,
I know.
And that father, oh my God.
And he's never acted before. That kid has never, this is his first acting job. First. Like, what? Where'd they find this kid?
That's on Netflix.
Yeah,
and
Netflix.
The kid is on HBO Max.
Yeah.
If anyone's looking for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that for HBO. They're going to be queued up for a lot of award stuff.
Yeah.
They're going to be really.
Although I think Adolescence is going to.
I think it will too. But who knows? These stupid fucking rules. Who knows what category we're going to find Adolescence in?
Next hot topic. Let's move on to White Lotus because we're all loving Sam Rockwell. But I just read because Sam Rockwell is in more than one episode, he is no longer eligible for guest spot. So now he has to be
supporting actor,
which means he's going to go against Walton Goggins. So you know what I mean? So now
wouldn't Walton Goggins be in the lead actor category?
No, because it's an ensemble cast.
Well, somebody's going to be in the lead act. I don't think it rules you out. I think so. It's like The Bear. He's always in the lead actor category. That's an ensemble cast.
Not in a lead show though. He's not the lead of that show. It's an ensemble cast. He wouldn't be the lead.
I don't know. I think the podcast, the Prestige people are saying they think he's going to be in lead actor, and they think Gary Gregg is going to be supporting, and they think Patrick Schwarzenegger is going to be supporting, and they think Tim, the dad, is going to be lead. So they were saying they think Tim Ratliff and Walton Goggins are going to be up against each other. Oh. That's what I don't know. That's what they were saying.
Huh, interesting.
So I thought he could be lead. I don't know.
We'll have to research how they.
Yeah. And they were like, it's kind of a bummer because they cancel each other out. They're both so amazing.
Amazing.
But like,
well, they're not the only ones in the category, because then you're going to go against the dad from Adolescents.
Oh my God! Oh yeah.
And by the way, the dad from Adolescents is going to win.
So it's almost a slam dunk.
He should win. The father from Adolescence should win every single award. Every single award. That performance was unreal.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's dive.
The title of this episode is Denial. Episode 6, Denial.
But I personally would call it About Last Night. Because there was so much there. Some that we can talk about, some that we prefer not to talk about. It's like
we're gonna have to talk about it.
Oh, you have to talk about what you don't want to talk about.
Gotta talk about it.
I'm just saying. I mean, that is really a lot.
I just have to say, like, in terms of like the characters' lives, right? Like,
yeah.
I'm asking a rhetorical question to you guys. Like, there's no coming back from that. Like, there's no world in which...
Wait, you're talking about the brothers.
I'm talking about the brothers. So, first of all, let's just say, for anybody who's not watching in order and didn't watch last night, episode 6, these are a ton of spoilers. Please fast forward to our next section.
This is a White Lotus, episode 6 spoiler.
Yeah. I just feel like, let's kick the can down the road. Let's just say, whatever the end of this show is, it's not about Tim Ratliff killing himself, killing his family, whatever. Let's just say that. But, like... There's no world in which this family goes on. Like, there's no world in which...
If you live in denial. This episode's called Denial, so if you live in denial, you can live with it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think the Patrick Schwarzenegger character can live with this. I think he is
I don't think the young kid either.
I think he's going to unravel and spiral, and I think he's going to do something really horrible.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I don't think he can live with this image of himself. I really don't.
The whole thing is very, very, very hard. I can't even imagine. And when the younger brother, what's his name? The younger brother? Lockie. When he, at the end, when he was doing like the meditation part and the thoughts started to come to his head, I was like, and I think he really thought he blacked out, but all of a sudden closed his eyes and...
Yeah, I don't think he ever blacked out. I think he knew what he was doing.
No.
Because he supposedly spit out, he never took the drug. I think he knew exactly. I think it's the one,
Well, that's a theory. That's a theory. Supposedly that's a theory. One of the theories from the episode 5 was that you see them, they each take the pill, he chugs the vodka or whatever it is, and then he like leans forward and like, it looks like he's choking or he spits something out. So there's like a theory floating around online that actually he wasn't drugged.
Oh.
And I think that it's going to change their personalities, where like Saxon was like, the cocky one, and now their personalities are going to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, I really have to say, Patrick Schwarzenegger is doing a phenomenal acting job. He is doing a phenomenal acting job. I am so impressed with him. I really am.
Oh, I think they all are. I mean,
of course, but like he just did this like swaggery, cocky. He did that perfectly, and then. Yeah. Just how he looked, like the way he was carrying his body, like the physicality of like how he's like holding himself. It's like the hair is all changed, like everything. Yeah, he's doing a great job.
So now I think of course there were cameras on that boat. So now I think Greg Gary is going to invite them to dinner only to blackmail them. That's what I think.
So he's going to invite them all to dinner, but he invited them.
Why would they go though? Why would they go? Like
and they're all going, and Zion is like, let's go. Like in the previous.
Like, why would they go?
Why would you want your mother to go? Like,
Zion doesn't know. She didn't share.
But she's going to tell him. I think she's got to tell him.
She's going to tell him, but right now he doesn't know. So he's like, let's go.
Because I think that's why
why would he go knowing he slept with her, knowing that her husband knows? Why would he bring his parents to them? It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense at all. It only to get everybody on a boat in the same scene again, and to have nobody at Fabian's concert.
Oh.
I forgot about Fabian's concert.
No. Belinda's not going to go. She'd be crazy to go.
But the previews for next week are Zion and her going.
They do go?
Yes, Zion's like, let's go, we should go, and they dress up and they go.
That's
or it looks like they're going. It's in the previews.
Maybe they're going to the concert instead.
I don't know. I fear Fabian's getting up on that stage with not a soul to hear him sing his little song. And I think the three ladies, the three fancies, as my Prestige TV podcast called them, I think they're going to the boxing match. They're going to do the boxing match with Valentin, and that's going to be that whole story. Guy Tak and Mook are going to be at that scene. It's going to divide the cast. Like, I think Guy Tak and Mook, Valentin and the other two friends, and the three girls, the three women, are going to be at the boxing thing, the Muay Thai or whatever it's called. Then we have the Bangkok crew, which is going to be Rick and Frank, and Sritala and Sritala's husband. Yeah. And then you've got the third group, which is the boat group.
Okay. Now, I read a theory that she was really never in any movies. So when he's doing his fake director thing and he's saying, she's like, which ones did you love? And because she's not really an actress and it's all fake, so she knows they're lying.
Oh, interesting. Ooh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many theories out there.
There's so many theories.
It's so hard to keep up with, but I love every minute of it. I have a stomach ache when I'm watching it.
And who's gonna die? Like, really, who's gonna die?
I don't know. Who do you think? Who do you think?
If you watch White Lotus, it's never an intentional death. Like in the first one, what's his name? I forgot his name, but the hotel manager, he died by accident. He went the wrong way. He didn't mean to kill him.
Right.
And then in the second one, Tanya fell off the boat.
Right.
So it's going to be an accidental death.
I think it's going to be Lockie.
You do? And then I think it's going to be something with that security guard, because he's the worst security guard of all time. So is he going to come in as the hero and save everybody?
Maybe he accidentally kills the girl. The girl he likes.
Mook?
With that gun.
I don't see Mook dying. I think the whole Rick is like...
Mook was bad for some reason. In my head, she was the one trying to distract him.
I think it's going to be Lockie. I don't know why I think it's going to be Lockie. And I think it's going to be this whole thing of we were so worried about money. Lachlan, the son, the younger son.
It's never a main character. I don't think... Tanya was by herself, so nobody can trace it.
I think it's going to be an accident, but I think he's going to die.
They're going to have that whole family,
Yeah, because I think the whole point is it's not about this material bullshit, and it's not about money, and it's not about this, and it's not about that. It's like everybody in that family is so worried about their image and this and that, and it's really that's what I think. I could be wrong, but that's my vote.
Oh, okay.
I kind of bought your theory from last week where you said
Interpol comes and everybody thinks it's them.
That Mike White, it's sort of the rich get away with it, and that as his phone is being tied up, he's gonna get to his phone. You said.
I do think this whole financial crimes.
Don't worry about it. It's all worked out.
I honestly do think the whole financial crimes thing is going to go away. I really do. I really honestly do. Now that Tim doesn't have the gun anymore and he's not going to kill himself, I don't know why. I do think the end of the week is going to come and he's going to get his phone and it's going to be you're not going to believe it. So and so died in police custody. You're good. I just think it's going to be I don't know.
I kind of thought he was going to be I'm going to stay here with the monks too, and hide.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, Strauss.
Yeah.
I'm marveling at your use of the names.
Really?
Marveling. I cannot get over the fact that you know every single person's name.
Everybody's name. Let me
if
throw
I did not have my cheat sheet.
Jacqueline, Lori, and Kate. Not only do I not have my cheat sheet, 5 minutes before we recorded, I deleted every single note I've ever taken about the White Lotus. I nearly went into a tailspin.
I want to say it's pretty impressive at your age.
What can I say? Maybe that duave is doing its magic. It's working its magic. But no, I mean seriously. So I don't know. I mean I kind of feel it has to rest with the Ratliffs somehow, because I do feel if you had to really create a hierarchical structure for the characters, I do feel they're at the top.
Yeah. Is it too obvious? First of all, I think the daughter is going to...
I think it's too obvious if it's Rick or Chelsea, because Chelsea keeps saying, bad things happened in 3. I nearly died. I nearly died again. I think that's too obvious.
Yeah, but don't you remember when she said, who am I? She's like, Monica Vitti. And she goes, Monica Vitti's dead. She died.
Oh, could be.
You think it's going to be Chelsea? All right, so your vote is Chelsea? So do you feel Rick makes it back to the White Lotus from Bangkok?
I do.
Yeah. He's coming back. Maybe it will be Chelsea, and it'll just be devastating for him.
What about this, though? Maybe it's going to be Greg Gary. Like, do we really need Greg Gary in yet another season of The White Lotus?
I think it's too much of a Hollywood ending for him to die.
Yeah.
By the way, you know the actress who's playing Chelsea? Guess whose daughter she is?
Who?
This is going to blow your mind. Ready? Simon LeBon from Duran Duran.
Oh.
What?
You sure?
Yes, her last name, the actress's last name is LeBon. And I was like, that's a
Wait,
crazy name.
you're kidding me.
She's British. It's Simon LeBon's daughter.
I love her.
Wait, I love her. I'm looking.
I love that whole setup. And they're like, she's like, I mean, no drug can get me to sleep with my brother. And
That
she's
was
like,
Chelsea.
Whatever you're into. He's like, well, I'm not into that.
I'm not into that.
Wait, I'm looking.
Like, we're not judging.
Yeah. Her last name's LeBon. And she's British.
Is her name Amber LeBon?
No, I don't think it's Amber. Is that her picture?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's Amber.
Mary, look this up. Julie
I'm looking it up. I don't see.
I
don't
never
think-
heard that once.
Okay, let me try. I don't like to open too many windows because it blocks you guys. But let me try. Hold
Okay,
on.
'cause I'm not seeing.
Talk amongst yourselves.
What's her name? What's her name?
Hold on. I only know Mary. You just praised me for knowing her character name. You think I know her real name too? Okay. Her real name in real life is Charlotte LeBon.
Oh, she's not showing up as his daughter, by the way.
Charlotte LeBon?
As Simon LeBon's daughter. He has Amber LeBon, Saffron LeBon, and Tallulah LeBon. Those are his 3 daughters.
What are the chances?
Amber LeBon, Saffron LeBon, and
Dang.
Did you
Tallulah.
just make that up?
No, I heard it on another podcast. They said it's LeBon and it's Simon LeBon's daughter. She's British and she's also a musician and an
What's her
actor.
name? Charlotte LeBon?
Yeah. Maybe she's related another way.
Maybe she's a niece.
Maybe.
Her
Oh, yeah.
parent-
Her father is Richard LeBon.
Who's that?
Nothing related to Simon LeBon. He's a French-Canadian financier.
We could have just ended with that, with those fake facts.
She's actually French-Canadian. That's actually true. Who knew? Nothing.
That ping could not be louder.
I think it was mine. And you want to know why? It's because it's one of my favorites. It's one of my kids. Oh, my God. All right. I have to
Could you
solve it.
turn your mute on?
No, because if I turn it off, I won't hear you. You won't hear me.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, anyway, fun fact, that was wrong.
Somebody else was like, wouldn't it be funny if you tried to cast the White Lotus using Bravo celebrities? Like who on Bravo would be Victoria Ratliff?
That's funny.
It was really
I
funny.
like that.
It was good. People were coming up with like crazy people, like you didn't even think, like Kim Richards and like all kinds of like funny stuff. Anyway,
Guys, I don't know that we have a ton of time for our other stuff. This is going to get super long.
Let's do really quick hot takes. Quick hot takes.
Well, we got to just list Summer House, Southern Charm.
Southern House, Southern Charm together. It's the Craig, and we had to watch Craig and Paige downfall, unravel on Summer House.
What a lucky thing for them.Maybe it's not lucky. Maybe it was planning that they're running these 2 shows side by side because you are really, really, really getting he said, she said, he said, she said.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
really funny.
Just watching it, it's kind of like, how did you not see it coming?
Yeah. And I'm just going to say 2 quick things. One, didn't miss Lexi at all.
No, not at all.
No.
Didn't miss her at all.
No.
And boy, oh boy, did I love the Jesse and Wes show again without Lexi in the picture. I love their goofiness. I love them playing around in the room. I love them taking those hilarious pictures.
They're funny.
I love them pushing the beds together. Like, they're hilarious.
I thought, careful what you wish for, because Jesse is definitely flirting with Sierra. And then I
don't know. People online are saying no, not at all. Like, they're just good friends.
Yeah, Sierra's never going for Jesse.
Then I saw it for next week's preview. West is totally sulking. He's like, she's making me look bad. She's like such a baby.
He's such a baby. I
He's
can't
such a
stand him.
baby.
Such
Well,
a baby.
they are both babies, but I enjoyed this week. I enjoyed
I
their.
do too.
I
do too.
enjoyed the Jesse and West show. Loved it. It was
I
like
liked it. I
right back to
liked it
last
too.
summer. Everything I
Okay,
loved.
I'm gonna bring us home. with full circle with my hot take. How about that?
Oh, wait, we're not.
Can you say one thing about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills before we do your hot take? I just want to say.
Okay, but I don't think anybody's listening anymore because we really over.
No, that's not true. Ours was long last week. It was over 45 minutes, and it was
We'll
good.
be very quick about it. I just want to say, I felt this was a very desperate episode for Sutton.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a
That
cringe,
apology was not genuine.
Yeah.
and her desperation for Kyle's approval was bizarre.
And I also have to say,
Bizarre.
I'm sorry. I also have to say, thank you for your service, Erica. Thank you for your service. Because the way she laid that out, that argument about what Sutton has done, she laid it out with each person individually. It wasn't only about her. She had real facts behind it. And she made Sutton look like shit. And I thought she did a great job.
Yeah, but Sutton, they also did. They took down Sutton for a while. They did a flashback. You had to see that part too, where they took her down. So it definitely goes both ways. Although I don't think it's a great season for Sutton. And then, as we know, Garcelle brought up the M word, which
Not me. That one wasn't me.
it's me. I don't know what to do. I definitely sorry. I did close down my messages. She brought up the Morgan word, which Kyle Richards didn't like. But you're on a
Tough
reality.
luck. Guess what? Guess what, Kyle? Then don't be on a reality show if you're not prepared to share your reality. This is ridiculous at this point. Why are we not talking about... And also, by the way, Kyle being like, I don't know, the paparazzi just finds me. Really? The paparazzi is not following...
Julia Roberts.
They're not following Kim Kardashian to the gas station. They're not following Julia Roberts anywhere to the grocery store. You're not that famous, Kyle, that the paparazzi is lying in wait to photograph you and Morgan. This is ridiculous. And start talking about your real life or get off the show. I'm not kidding.
Wow. Lots of passion.
I have though. Why are we willing to watch a reality show where she will not share her reality?
Oh my God. Snaps for Strauss.
Oh really? It's true.
Really, I can't with the binging. I can't.
I know what to do. I know, my apologies. All right, everybody. Mary, hot take it away. Flip your topic.
Lid.
Flip your lid. Hot topic.
Listen.
Closing hot topic.
Listen, here's the thing.
Listen, I just want to say I hope people are still here listening because you know I never waste an opportunity to say I told you so because I told you so. Okay, go ahead.
Closing hot topic, Meredith.
Apparently last week, when I had first gotten my lip flip, I wasn't quite feeling it yet. And this week, liquids are slowly drooling down the side of my face because I can't feel my upper lip. And it is permanently, like, it feels like it's up at my nose. And there are certain things I literally can't do it.
You can't. Can you pucker? Oh, you can.
Okay, it's not, but it definitely, I will tell you, a straw is difficult. A straw is difficult.
No,
If you were taking out of a glass right now, would it?
I mean, drool right down the side of my face. Like, I can't keep the liquid in my mouth.
maybe
That
I
being
will
said-
be keeping my vertical wrinkles. You know,
That being said, I will do it again because I actually think you can't tell. It's not like I look like I have fake fat lips. It doesn't affect my lips. So even though I'd love a bigger top lip. Love.
well, that's a different thing. You can get that. That's a
I
different
know,
thing.
and who knows? I mean, my kids don't really want me to do that, but I do think and I wish that I had done it 10 years ago, so I didn't even have the lines to begin with.
I have those same lines. I pointed them out to Cola this weekend in person because she was like, you don't have them, you don't have them. She saw them with her own eyes. I absolutely do have them. Except my dermatologist was like, listen, I can do it. But I'm just telling you, for me to do it for an amount that will actually do something where they lessen, you... Like literally, she was like, do you like drinking out of a straw? And then she was like, I love my dermo. She was like, do you give blowjobs? I was like, oh, I have to. every once in a while. On an anniversary, a birthday. She's like, well, you can kiss that goodbye. I'm like, well, that's a great thing. I'm like,
Exactly. Tell me
so
more.
sorry. So sorry.
And a lip flip next week.
Exactly. So,
Well,
no,
I will say this. I'm gonna do it again, but can you see?
We're very close, Mary, to use your line.
I'm just trying to show you that the lines actually did kind of go away.
And I'm trying to show you that mine are there. See? I'll show you this side. See that?
Yeah, I can kind of see them. I have
One, two, and one over here.
I
have
can-
two
I'm-
on this side.
So it kind of works, and I'm going to do it again.
Okay, ladies, I'm going to cut us off because we are at 45.
Perfect.
Hotties.
This was a great one.
This is a great one. Guys,
It was.
please listen. When you're good, you're good.
When you're hot, you're hot.
When you're hot, you're hot.
Look at you, Cola. When you're hot, you're hot. There you go.
I'm
There's
not
my
hot.
funny friend. Oh my God.
I can't. You're gonna have to fix that before next week.
This might be the title of our episode.
Ding.
Dog.
All right.
I love you guys.
Bye,
Bye, Hottie.
Bye.
Bye.